everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and I'm so happy to have you here today.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia, your co-host. We're really excited because today we're going to talk about one of the most fun and delicious topics, food.
That's right. Everyone loves food, right? We eat every day, we talk about food all the time, and it's a great way to start a friendly conversation in English.
Exactly, Jason. When you meet new people, one of the easiest topics to talk about is food. You can ask questions like, "What's your favorite food?" Or "Do you like spicy food?" These questions make the conversation natural and enjoyable.
Yes, and that's why today's episode is called Talking About Your Favorite Food in English. In this episode, we'll learn how to describe food, how to talk about your favorite dishes, and how to use useful English phrases when speaking about food.
And don't worry if you're a beginner. We'll speak slowly, use simple sentences, and explain everything clearly so you can understand and practice with us.
That's right. So grab a snack, relax, and get ready to talk about food in English with us.
Let's get started.
So, Julia, before we start describing our favorite foods, let's talk about why it's important to learn how to talk about food in English.
Good idea, Jason. Talking about food is one of the most common topics in daily life. Think about it, we eat every day, and food is part of almost every conversation.
That's so true. For example, when you meet a new friend, you might ask, "Do you like pizza?" Or, "What kind of food do you like?" It's an easy way to start a friendly chat.
Exactly. And when you travel or go to a restaurant, you often need to talk about food ordering dishes, asking what something is made of, or saying what you like or don't like.
Yes, and it's also a great topic to practice your English because it's simple, familiar, and fun. Everyone has a favorite food to talk about.
And when you talk about your favorite food, you're not just learning English words, you're also sharing something about your culture and personality.
I love that point, Julia. Food connects people from all over the world. It's something we all understand and enjoy.
Exactly. So, if you can talk about food confidently in English, you can make conversations smoother, friendlier, and more natural.
Well said. And now that we know why it's important, let's learn some useful vocabulary to describe food.
Yum! Let's do it!
All right. Now it's time to learn some useful vocabulary to describe food. Because when you talk about your favorite food, you need the right words to say how it tastes and how it feels.
Yes. Let's start with words to describe taste, the flavor of food. For example, sweet, salty, sour, spicy, and bitter.
Right. For example, we can say chocolate is sweet. French fries are salty. Lemon is sour. Curry is spicy. Black coffee is bitter.
Perfect examples. And now let's talk about texture, how food feels when you eat it. Some common words are crunchy, soft, creamy, chewy, and crispy.
Oh, yes. Like potato chips are crunchy. Cake is soft. Ice cream is creamy. Bread can be chewy. Fried chicken is crispy.
Nice. And we can also use some general adjectives like delicious, tasty, yummy, and flavorful. These words mean that the food tastes very good.
Yes, and we can add expressions like, "This pizza is really delicious." "That soup was so tasty." "These noodles are full of flavor." Simple but powerful ways to sound natural in English.
Exactly. And don't forget words like fresh, hot, and cold. For example, I like fresh fruit. I love hot coffee in the morning. Ice cream is best when it's cold.
Great. And when you describe food, you can even combine adjectives to make your sentences more interesting. Like, "This pizza is cheesy and soft." "The chicken is spicy and crispy." "The cake is sweet and creamy."
Those sound delicious already. Listeners, you can practice by thinking of your favorite food and using 2 adjectives to describe it.
That's a great idea. For example, you can say, "My favorite food is pasta. It's soft and tasty, simple, clear, and easy to understand."
Exactly. So now that we know the basic vocabulary, let's hear Jason talk about his favorite food.
Oh, this is going to make me hungry. Let's go.
Okay, Jason, now it's your turn. Tell us what's your favorite food.
That's an easy question for me. My favorite food is pizza. I could eat pizza every day.
Oh, pizza. Everyone loves pizza. So, what kind of pizza do you like the most?
I really love cheese pizza and pepperoni pizza. The mix of the soft bread, the hot melted cheese, and the crispy crust, it's just delicious. I like it when it's hot and cheesy.
That sounds so good. Do you usually order it from a restaurant or make it at home?
Most of the time, I order it from my favorite pizza place near my house. But sometimes, I like to make it at home with my family. It's fun to make your own pizza. You can choose your favorite toppings.
Oh, that's fun. What toppings do you usually put on your pizza?
I usually add extra cheese, mushrooms, and green peppers. Sometimes I like to make it spicy by adding a few chili flakes.
Yum! So, Jason, when did you first fall in love with pizza?
Good question. I think I was about 10 years old when I first tried pizza. I remember the smell, the cheese, and that first bite. It was amazing. Since then, pizza has always been my favorite food.
That's such a nice memory. And what drink do you like to have with your pizza?
Usually, I like a cold soda, or sometimes just water. But honestly, the pizza is so good that I don't really think about the drink.
I know what you mean. So, if you could eat pizza anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh, that's easy, Italy, of course. I'd love to try real Italian pizza in Naples or Rome. I heard it's thin, fresh, and full of flavor.
That sounds like a dream. You're making me hungry, Jason.
Me too. Talking about food always makes me hungry.
All right then, now it's my turn to share. I'll tell you about my favorite food next.
I can't wait to hear it. All right, Julia, now it's your turn. Tell us what's your favorite food.
My favorite food is sushi. I just love how light and fresh it tastes. It's simple but full of flavor.
Oh, nice choice. Sushi is so popular around the world. What kind of sushi do you like the most?
I really like salmon sushi and California rolls. The soft rice, the fresh fish, and a little bit of soy sauce, it's perfect. I also enjoy sushi with wasabi because I like a little bit of spice.
Oh, wasabi is strong. Do you remember the first time you tried sushi?
Yes, I do. I was a little nervous at first because it looked different, but when I took the first bite, I thought, wow, this is delicious. Now I eat sushi almost every weekend.
That's great. Do you make sushi at home sometimes?
Not really. It's a bit difficult to make. I usually go to a Japanese restaurant with my friends. We share different kinds of sushi and talk. It's always a fun time.
That sounds wonderful. Sushi really is a food that brings people together.
Yes, it is. And I love that it's both healthy and tasty. Every bite feels fresh and clean.
You're making me want sushi now. All right, let's help our listeners learn some useful phrases they can use to talk about their favorite food.
Yes, that's coming up next.
Now that we've shared our favorite foods, let's help our listeners with some useful English phrases they can use to talk about food.
Yes, these phrases are simple, easy to remember, and perfect for daily conversations. Let's start with some basic ones. You can say, my favorite food is, I really love the taste of. I usually eat it with, it's made with, it reminds me of.
Great examples, Julia. Let's give our listeners a few full sentences. For example, my favorite food is pasta. I really love the taste of spicy curry. It's made with rice, vegetables, and chicken. I usually eat it with my family on weekends. It reminds me of my childhood.
Perfect. And here's another useful way to express your opinion. You can say, I prefer or I like. For example, I prefer seafood or I like sweet desserts.
Yes, and if you want to sound more natural, you can add words like really, so, or very. For example, I really like sushi. It's so delicious. Or, it's very tasty.
Exactly. These small words make your English sound more natural and friendly. Listeners, you can practice by making your own sentences using these phrases right now.
That's right. Choose your favorite food and say it out loud. My favorite food is, and describe it with a few words.
Nice and easy. Okay, now let's move on and talk about cooking and eating habits, another fun part of the food conversation.
Yes! Let's talk about whether we like cooking or eating out. All right, Julia. Let's talk a little about cooking and eating habits. Do you like cooking?
I like cooking sometimes. When I have time, I enjoy making simple dishes, like pasta or fried rice. But most days, I'm too busy, so I order food or eat out.
I understand that. Cooking takes time. For me, I actually enjoy cooking. I find it relaxing, especially on weekends. I usually make easy things like eggs, noodles, or sandwiches.
That's nice. Cooking at home is also healthier and saves money. What about you, Jason? Do you cook your favorite food, pizza, at home often?
Not very often. Making pizza takes a lot of time. But when I do, I make it with my family. We put different toppings and bake it together. It's really fun.
That sounds lovely. Cooking together is a great way to spend time with family or friends.
Yes, it is. And when it comes to eating habits, I usually eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I try to eat healthy food, but sometimes I can't resist fast food.
Me too. I love healthy food, but I also love snacks. I usually eat light meals during the day and a bigger dinner at night.
That's common for many people. And listeners, you can talk about your eating habits in English using simple sentences like, I like cooking. I eat 3 meals a day. I often eat with my family. I don't cook much. I prefer to eat out.
Those are great examples. You can also say, I enjoy trying new foods, or I like to eat healthy meals.
Yes! Talking about cooking and eating is a great way to practice English and connect with people. Everyone eats, so it's an easy and friendly topic.
Exactly. And now let's talk a little about how food is connected to culture, one of my favorite parts of this topic.
Oh, yes. Food and culture always go together. Let's explore that next. So, Julia, you mentioned culture, and I agree. Food and culture are always connected. Every country has its own special dishes and food traditions.
That's right. Food shows who we are and where we come from. For example, in Japan, people love sushi and rice dishes. In Italy, pizza and pasta are part of everyday life.
Exactly. And in India, many dishes are spicy and full of flavor, like curry. Food is not just about eating, it's also about family, celebration, and sharing moments together.
I love that. When people cook or eat together, they share more than food, they share stories and emotions. That's what makes food so special.
Yes. And when you talk about food in English, you're not only practicing the language, you're also learning about the world. You can ask people questions like, what food is popular in your country? What do people eat on special holidays?
Those are great questions. And when you answer, you can teach others about your culture too. For example, you can say, in my country, we eat rice every day, or we eat special food during New Year.
That's a wonderful way to connect with people from different places. Food really brings people together no matter where they're from.
Exactly. And speaking of learning, let's now talk about some common mistakes people make when talking about food in English and how to fix them.
Good idea. Let's help our listeners speak more clearly and correctly.
All right, Jason. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make when talking about food in English.
Yes, that's a great idea. One of the most common mistakes I hear is when people say, "I very like pizza." That's not correct. We should say, "I really like pizza," or "I like pizza very much."
Exactly. Another common mistake is when people say, "I am like pizza." That sounds funny. The correct way is "I like pizza," not "I am like."
Good point. Here's another one. Some learners say, "He don't like spicy food." We should say, "He doesn't like spicy food." Remember, for he, she, and it, we use doesn't.
Right. Grammar is important, but pronunciation also matters. For example, many learners say vegetable like vegetable, but the correct pronunciation is vegetubul. It's short and soft.
Yes, and another common one is chocolate. Many people say all the letters chocolate, but in English we say checklet.
Exactly. Don't worry if it feels strange at first. Practice makes it easier. Just listen to native speakers and repeat.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. What's important is to learn from them and keep practicing.
Yes, mistakes show you're learning, so don't be afraid, just keep speaking.
Perfect advice, Julia. Now, let's make things fun. We'll give our listeners a mini practice activity.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Let's do it.
All right, listeners, now it's your turn. Let's do a mini practice activity together. Are you ready, Julia?
Yes. Okay, listeners, here's what we want you to do. Think about your favorite food. Then try to describe it in English using simple sentences.
For example, you can say, "My favorite food is pizza. It is cheesy and soft. I usually eat it on weekends with my family."
Yes. Or you can say, "I love sushi. It is fresh and delicious. I usually eat it at a restaurant with my friends."
Try to use at least 2 adjectives to describe your food. Words like delicious, tasty, spicy, sweet, crunchy, creamy, and soft are perfect.
And don't forget to speak out loud. Saying it out loud helps your brain think in English and improves your confidence.
You can also try asking yourself a question and answering it. For example, what is my favorite food? My favorite food is pasta. Why do I like it? I like it because it is cheesy and soft.
Exactly. This small activity only takes a few minutes, but it's very powerful for practicing English.
Yes, listeners, the more you practice, the more confident you will become in talking about food and other topics too.
Great. Now that we've practiced, let's talk about motivation and real-life connection, why talking about food helps you learn English faster.
Yes, let's do that next. All right, Julia. Now let's talk about motivation. Why is talking about food such a great way to practice English in real life?
Well, Jason, food is something we all love and talk about every day. When you learn to talk about your favorite food, you can practice English naturally with friends, classmates, or even strangers.
Exactly. It's easy to start a conversation with simple questions like, "What's your favorite food? Do you like spicy food? Have you tried this dish before?"
And when you answer, you're practicing English without even thinking too hard. You talk about what you know, your favorite food, your family's dishes, your experiences, and that builds confidence.
Yes, and it's not just about food. Once you feel confident talking about food, you can talk about other topics too, like hobbies, travel, or movies.
Exactly. Every small conversation helps you improve your English step by step. The key is to speak regularly, practice often, and have fun while learning.
Yes. So, listeners, Remember, talk about what you love, speak with confidence, and enjoy practicing English in real-life situations.
Absolutely. Keep speaking, keep learning, and soon it will feel natural to talk about anything in English.
Great! Now it's time for our final words and outro. Well, that's all for today's episode, listeners. We hope you enjoyed talking about your favorite food in English with us.
Yes, remember, practice makes perfect. Try describing your favorite food using the vocabulary and phrases we shared today. Speak out loud, have fun, and don't worry about mistakes.
Absolutely. And don't forget to share this episode with friends who want to practice English too.
We'll be back soon with another fun and useful episode of the English Learning Podcast.
Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, and enjoy your favorite food.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.